Funny story. I guess I could tell about this funny story about when I almost saw like this dude named Jay Park almost got it, like the Korean Korean singer. I almost saw him get his ass whooped, and it was awesome. It was a great story, because we go there like it's an interesting story because everybody like you either know who he is or you don't know who he is, And at that time, he was like the host for the Korean Red Bull BC1. Okay. Like he just finished doing all that, and the next week we were going to Seattle, and I go over there. We're staying over at Thesis's, so like there was a couple crews that were over there. Like I think like Gravity was there. What do you call it? Like his crew, like the Fresh to Death, like Tucson, Descendants and stuff like that. Were there, like the Fresh Descendants were there, and we were just all hanging out, just having a good time, like meeting up with people. It was cool. Like after the jam, there was like an after party. Everybody was just hanging out, and the thing about like Jay Park is like he's like super. He was like just became famous at that time. So like himself, huh? So like he was at like for example like he was at the jam in Seattle, and he had all these like fangirls at the jam, and they were like all around cheering for him. Yeah. But when their crew lost, they ended up leaving. Oh, okay. Like almost all half of the crowd left. Wow. They were all just there for Jay Park, Wow. But I remember we were going to the after party, and we're just.
Was any of the fangirls there?
No. Okay. There were no fangirls. It was just like the guy staying at the house, and we were just all chilling in like Thesis' room, and like what do you call it? Jay Park just comes in, and he's like in a Leatherman jacket. His whole crew's in Leatherman jackets, like their whole like art of movement things. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, I was like, dang, these guys are so serious, Yeah. And Jay Park's going around saying what's up to everybody. Like he actually knew who I was, surprisingly. So I was like, oh, cool. I was like, yo, like respect, good to know you, And then he went up to like Gravity, and he's like, and then this one like Gravity was at Red Bull too, and he was like he was like, yo, Gravity, like dude, like respect to you, man. Like dude, like I thought you got robbed at the jam, at the thing, and then he was like, oh, you were there, and then Jay Park's like, he's like, yo, he was like, I was hosting, bruh, he was like trying to be all like ghetto and stuff. It was funny, like just hearing like this guy like talk, but like Gravity didn't even know who he was. So he was like, he's like, oh, I didn't know, and then like he's like, wait, who are you again? And he's like, yo, man, I'm Jay Park, and then. So like he keeps like like they end up like just, like saying what's up and everything. Yeah. He goes over, talks to this guy with the girl that was like on his lap, and then all of a sudden he did something, and it sparked like this huge fight. Like this guy like threw it up. He was like, what the fuck? Like don't be touching my girl, and don't be touching my girl, and he basically went up to the girl and was like, what's up, girl? And like really in front of the guy, and the guy didn't know who he was, and the guy flipped her. He got super pissed, and he was about to whoop his ass, And I was like, dang. I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like Jay Park's like, yo, I ain't showing nothing but respect for you, bruh. And like he's like, yo, you want to take this outside? We can take this. I was like, oh shit. I was like, dude, it's like a movie right now, And then Thesis is trying to push everybody out. He's like, yo, man, we're like family, man. Like, dude, don't be doing this in my house, man. He got super pissed. Shit. And then like Jay Park's like. And even the girl didn't even know who he was. She was bitching at Jay Park too. He's like, yo, you shouldn't touch me. Like I'm with my man, And it was crazy because like in my mind I was like, dude, like I didn't know. Like I was just like,
it happened so fast, huh?
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I'm about to see Jay Park get his ass whooped. And I was like, damn, this is gonna be such a crazy story to tell everybody, But they ended up like breaking it up, and then they ended up like leaving like with all their Leatherman jackets and stuff. It was crazy. And all the b-boys are like, man, can you believe this? Like, who is this guy? I was like, oh, you guys don't know who he is, and then I had to like tell them who he was. And he's like, dude, I never heard of that guy before,
Yeah.
And it's because like, dude, like it's not like b-boys or something like always listen to K-pop or something, like some do, but like not everybody does, or it's like knows that scene like that, So I just thought that was like a hilarious story to like. Yeah. Like probably like one of my favorite travel stories, like right there.
Plus it's in Seattle too, so it's like